All right, everybody, thank you for coming back to my channel over here. And tonight I'm going to do a little discussion about guns and getting started, with calibers and things like that. Today's video is brought to you by Pammy's Barbecue. It's located in serving northern New Jersey, where swine is fine and the other white meat is king. Go over there to their Facebook page and check them out. They also have some barbecue sauce called Law Dog 911 hot sauce. Not for rookies. Ask them about that. They may send you some. Just going over there and talk to them. Send them a personal message and everything. Anyway, if you're just getting started and learning about firearms, it can be really, really complicated to understand all the cartridges and all the calibers and what they're capable of. So let's begin with understanding what caliber actually means. Caliber is a measurement in inches of the internal width of the firearm's barrel, and consequently the width of the bullet. So if you have the width of the barrel, you can't shoot a larger or smaller bullet in it. Now there's some bullets that are like the same width but a different kind of caliber, like a 300 and a 308, or a 5.56 and a 223, things like that. Caliber is a measurement, like I tell you, in inches of the internal width of the firearm's barrel. A larger caliber, such as a 308, like I just mentioned, means that the bullet is physically wider than a bullet of a 22 caliber. Larger caliber bullets can cause more damage and generally weigh more. They have more powder. I mean, think about that. And the reason why they weigh more, because the tip of it, the copper tip of it, is heavier. However, caliber only describes the bullet size, but provides no information as to the cartridge's speed or power. So, you have to think about it. How many feet per second? How many yards per second? I mean, there's a lot of ways to measure that. Inches per second, things like that. Next we need to understand what exactly a cartridge is. How that differs from a bullet. A cartridge refers to the entire firing unit. The brass case, the primer, the gunpowder, and the projectile. The word bullet only refers to the action of the projectile that is shot through the barrel and hits the target. That is a bullet. The projectile sits, right on top right there. Check that out. That's a 22. Small bullet. Anyhow, I'm going to show you another one here in just a minute. Now that you understand that, things will start to make sense. Let's take, for an example, the 308 Winchester and the 300 PRC are both the exact same caliber. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. They both shoot a 308 caliber, and don't be confused by the names of the cartridges. Sometimes they round things off to make it a nice marketing name, such as 300 PRC, when it's really a 308. And sometimes they use other ways to measure so they can have a nice sounding round name kind of thing, and it really don't make any difference. I mean, they want to sell this stuff. They want to get it out to everybody. So both the 308 and 300 can be shot as the same exact bullet. For example, a 180 grain GMX bullet could be loaded and fired out of either cartridge. Doesn't really matter. Bullet designs are mostly interchangeable between cartridges of the same caliber. However, the 308 Winchester, that case is smaller than the case of the 300. I believe it's less grain for your gunpowder. The 308 Winchester case can't hold as much gunpowder, so when it shoots a projectile, it won't cause as much damage to the target. Now, if you think about all that, as much damage to the target for a 300 or a 308. Some cartridges everybody uses for hunting animals, things like that. They have what they call a 50 BMG, which can destroy pretty much anything with a pulse. Then you got a 458 Win Mag, Winchester Magnum. That's capable to take down a buffalo. Boy. The 45 or the 70 government issued Colt. Now you can take elk down with that. A 450 Bushmaster takes down elk. Let's see, the 44 Marlin. I'm sorry, the 444 Marlin. You can get a grizzly bear with that. I mean, so I'm just running over a few here. You know, the 375 Ruger. It's capable of taking a buffalo down. Let's see. These are all things that you know, for hunting and all that good. The 338 Winchester Magnum for a grizzly bear. You know, I mean, these are big animals too. I mean, they can get in upwards of 2,000-3,000 pounds, and this one bullet is taking them out. This other bullet I wanted to show everybody. This is a 50 BMG. Now, let me take this one and then put this right next to it. it's you know, it's from small to big. Yeah, huge. So think about that. Anyway, the 7.62 by 39 can take out deer. The .28 Nosler, it's a 284, can take out a grizzly bear also. There's a lot of these magnums and everything. I mean, you have to look on the box. I mean, if you guys are wanting to get you a nice gun or a nice handgun, I do a lot of research. Also, just, you know, stay safe with them. Be safe with them. Don't ever point a gun at anybody. I don't care if it's loaded or unloaded, even if it doesn't have a barrel or anything. Just do not point a gun at anybody. Anyway, you got the millimeters also. Well, the Remington 6mm, that's good for deer. You have the lowest caliber that I've seen so far is the .22. That's the smallest bullet right here. It's a little itty bitty thing, like I told you. And it could take out coyotes, things like that, you know, varmints, stuff like that. They also got a shot for your 22 long rifle. That's it's a spread shot. It's like little beads. Take out mice, things like that, you know. So pretty much all the little varmints and everything. And they don't make much noise either. There's not much of a kick to it. So on the inside of this, you guys, if you want to get yourself a nice rifle, my suggestions are the 270 or the 7mm. If you can get a 50 BMG, they are high dollar in the $15,000 to $20,000 range. So you don't want any of that. The 270 is a good rifle. Like I said, the 7mm is a good rifle. 300, 308, those are good rifles. Also on your handguns, you got the 9mm, the 10mm. You also have the 22 rifle, a 22 handgun. You got several other ones, you know, the 380, things like that, .380, all that good stuff. So you guys, whenever you go to look for yourself a handgun for some protection, you can also go with a shotgun too. I mean, shotguns are pretty good. Let's see here. I'm going to leave everybody with a simple thing in life. If you wouldn't like it done to you, please don't do it to others. So also get you one of those locks if you want. I did a little video the other day on someone breaking in. I had to run and get my magazine or clip. I had to run and get my gun. Then I got to unlock it, blah, blah, blah. Practice the safety of handling your handgun. And like I said, don't point it at anybody, ever. What else? Let's see. Let me think. When you're out, just stay on the range. Of course, ear protection, eye protection. And keep that in mind whenever you go out there, because these things are really, really loud. So I'm running on 10 minutes here. So I appreciate everybody looking in, checking out everything. And I'm going to have to say, Flint's out.